Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Broadcasting Network, 10:50 a.m., following broadcasts in 102.3 FM and 106.5 FM. We are serving the world one household at a time. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Kimiator Peak Performance Coaching.
Hello and welcome to Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. I am your host, Steve Matley. This is Fabulous Lifestyle Radio with food, fashion, finance, and foundation. Today we are focusing on finance. Welcome to the show. I am a construction management professional, a real estate investor, and president of Coast to Coast Equities, which is a nationwide real estate acquisition, entitlement, and development company. And I have a fantastic guest today. We're going to talk about solar. Now, solar may at the beginning not sound like the most exciting thing to talk about. You probably see it all over the place, but we're going to dig in and find out what it really means to you. My guest today is Cheri Reynolds with Power Solar, spelled P-O-W-U-R, Power Solar. Welcome, Cheri, to the show.
Why, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Steve.
It's great to have you here. Now, people may ask, what in the world does solar have to do with finance and living a fabulous lifestyle? Well, the fact is, we're going to dig into why solar very much is a part of making good financial decisions and how it affects your personal lifestyle. So, Cheri, the first thing I want to ask you is, how in the world did you get involved in solar?
Interesting question, Steve. I have been in the world of business for about 40 years. I have been up against people who are men, selling ice machines, involved in sponsor acquisition for racing. I have been in many different industries, and I didn't know that solar was meant for me until I heard from the CEO himself, Jonathan Budd. And his venture to find his purpose was to go to the Amazon rainforest and hear the issues that were of concern for the Pachamama Alliance. And we need to know that solar is going to save the world. We're going to need to do things for solar, with solar, to stop creating hazardous waste, for giving our power, not a pun, back to those who just want to make money. So we are trying to put glass on buildings to generate our power from the sun, not dig into carbon depositing into the soil and fossil fuel.
Okay, so there's a greater mission here,
Greater.
and that's actually fits into the fabulous lifestyle piece of the foundation. But we want to talk about the finance part too. And one thing I want to tell the listeners, it's important when you're making decisions on finances or any part of your fabulous lifestyle to factor in, where does that fit with your personal mission, your goals, your ethics, your standards? And so I'm glad you brought that up, Cheri, because it's important to start with that piece of the foundation. So now the next question, which people are probably wondering, is what's the benefit to them as a homeowner besides being able to feel good as a part of this larger purpose? What's the direct benefit to them as a homeowner?
Well, that's the other side of the coin. It's financial. We save money for the homeowner when we actually put solar on the building. If you look at your bill, if you took a look at your electric bill, you will see other costs other than just the power itself. You'll see transportation costs. You'll see you're paying for fires that have taken place and the renewal of that property. We just are able to give the customer or the homeowner a good view of how to save money with an energy report, and that's the first thing. We want your energy bill so we can take a look at it and put together the right financial plan for you and show you that within whatever years that you finance it for, you will not have to pay for your energy at all. You'll own it. So increasing the equity on your home, basically you're going to have a better financial situation than if you're just dumping money into the pocket of the energy people.
Okay, so the first and most obvious is we're saving on our utility bill.
Correct.
Now, you also mentioned that we're reducing our reliance on fossil fuels, and there's the carbon emissions, there's air pollution, so here's a question I have is, when we talk about, you mentioned hazardous waste, which ties to air pollution, water pollution. How does putting a solar panel on my roof help reduce hazardous waste, air pollution, and water pollution?
We're not digging into the soil. We're not taking the resources from the earth that are soon to be depleted. We are using the sun, the natural gift of God, to bring us the energy that will just generate what we need. We can install batteries if there's a situation where there's a lot of blackouts or storms or no sun situation. There are those cases, but we figure out the best situation layup for the homeowner.
Okay, and that actually answers another question people may have is, what if there's no sun for a few days? What do I do? But when they put solar on their roof, they're not completely disconnecting from the power grid. Is that right?
No, and you'll get charged. I just recently put a deal together for a friend, and just to say about the financial, she was paying $259, I believe, for her bill each month. We reduced it to $62.
That's a big savings.
And she was basically paying now $19 to the energy company, Southern California Edison, which is, they'll hold on to that because they want to own the power. But for us, it's a good thing because we actually get to store power into the grid by paying them. So she'll have that to draw off of if something drastic
If she
happens.
can't produce enough power for her needs, she can make that up. Okay.
Exactly.
And I think it's a lot of people have concerns when it comes to the sustainable energy is what if there's no sun? What if there's no wind? So,
Right.
okay, that answers that issue. I wanted to talk also about, obviously this has a lot to do with sustainability and protecting the climate. And you mentioned the rainforests, and there was an alliance you mentioned there. Can you fill me in on that a little bit?
Well, there's a secret place in the Amazon forest where you have to be a part of the group, which are the CEO of our company is, and one of the leaders that he is working with. And they went in to get actually, Jonathan was looking for his passion. What is it that he could do to contribute to the world? He'd already done several things, and he was already well, endowed with financial means, but he wanted to know what his purpose was. And the Alliance is trying to protect the rainforest because there are contractors, there's people who want to make money on the land that they are on, and they're trying to keep them away from that. So they're pretty protected. It's probably not a good idea to go into the rainforest by yourself.
Okay.
There's interesting snakes and
and
people that are snakes.
Yes, well, it's a real life Jumanji game.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, so that's fascinating. Now, getting back to the homeowner, so they save on power, but what does this do as far as resale value of the house? Is this something that detracts from it? Does it add to it?
Well, again, raising the equity when you have solar on the roof, because that's lowering or making your energy bill disappear, your electric bill. But you can roll it into the sale of the new owner. So the new owner comes up and says, I want to buy your house, and you're just like, hey, I've got something great for you. You don't have to pay your energy bill for the next whatever days because it's now yours and you owned the electricity.
Okay, so now in that case, you're putting the power on the roof. You're obviously setting up a financing plan for them to buy the solar panels.
Right.
And if they sell the home before the term of that contract, they can either sell that with the home, sell the contract, or they can have the transaction pay off the balance. Is that what you're saying?
It will wrap right into the home deal. So no worry, you don't have to.
So it's a fully assignable contract.
Fully assignable. There you go. I'm not the
All right.
person that sells the real estate, but yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect. So that makes it very seamless, and that means that as they factor how much house they can buy, one thing they can do is reduce the utilities that they're going to be paying every month, and then that's more money that's either available to them or money where they can put into buying a little more house.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
For the life of the house.
Fantastic. Now, when you're looking at buying solar, how do you know which company to choose? There are a gajillion places out there that want to sell you solar.
There is.
So how would I know how to pick the right company?
Well, solar is the right place to go and to research. I would encourage anyone listening that they take a look at Power, because we are a decentralized company. And what that means is okay, so we don't have all of our goods in one place. We're going to show you the cost of goods. That's back to financial. But we're also going to be able to resource from our installers, our contractors, our project managers, our mentors, all to satisfy the customer right now in 17 different states. So it's not like, okay, you're going to find, are we in Redlands? So in Redlands, we're not going to rely on Joe Solar. We're going to be able to rely on anyone who's been qualified as a contractor.
Okay, so if the local installer is backed up and beyond capacity, I don't have to wait for 9-10 months before they can come out and give me my solar.
Exactly,
panels.
or he can join solar.
Okay.
I mean Power. I'm sorry.
Okay, become an authorized installer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a big advantage. Are there any red flags I need to look for when I'm trying to pick a solar company?
I don't really have that information for you.
Okay.
I would say that you would want to know the person that you're dealing with, and I always pick whoever I buy from by the person's.
So who am I dealing with? When I call Power Solar and I'm interested in this, who am I dealing with?
The person you choose. So I am a Power consultant. You can call me.
Okay.
If it's not in your area, I can refer you.
So this is somebody I know probably.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Somebody you have said yes to, somebody you have showed your bill to, so that you can get that information. If you're comfortable with that, then you can continue with that relationship. But it doesn't mean that I'm the only one. I'm not going to go out and install it on your roof or in your yard, whichever you choose. I'm going to refer you to the best installer in your area.
Okay, so you're a consultant. You're going to review my power bill.
I'm a broker.
Okay, yeah. And you're gonna then analyze it and say, if we install this many panels on your roof, this is how much you can save.
This is how much you can
and this
save.
is how much it's going to cost
Yep.
you,
and this is how we can finance it. This is how, we forgot to mention there's a federal tax income credit of 26% that can be applied. And if you qualify, then that could be something you can work with.
Okay, so I have a utility savings, I have increased appreciation on my house, I have a tax credit. At some point when I pay this off, I own it outright.
You own it.
And I get whatever energy it's producing.
That's right.
At no charge at this point.
At no charge.
Okay.
Unless there's a small connection to the.
Okay, because you're still connected to the major utility,
which is $19
to cover you
on
just
some
in
cases.
case of in case your solar panels don't work or
Exactly.
something, right? Okay. So there's a lot of upside to this from a financial standpoint, in addition to the part of your lifestyle that talks to having a higher purpose and being a something that benefits society,
Giving
community
back.
overall. That's
Yeah.
right. Benefits the human species all over.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. So before we go, I want to throw out, if I want to get hold of you, I know the radio station here, because you're a sponsor here, if people contact KCAA Radio, they can contact by email kcaaproducer@gmail.com, or they can call 951-551-1350, ask for Ken Powell. He's actually a producer here. So kcaaproducer@gmail.com or 951-551-1350, ask for Ken Powell, and he works with you. Is that right,
he
Cheri?
does.
Okay. And so he's one of the people involved with you in the company. And he will identify a personal consultant or expert to come out, analyze your bill, help you figure out where does the equipment go, how much do I need, how am I going to tie it in, what else do I need, right?
Exactly.
Okay, Cheri, I want to thank you for being on the show. It's actually
Thank
fascinating
you.
information and solar energy for your fabulous lifestyle. We're going to be right back with another guest talking about another financial benefit to you.
We are live on KCAA Broadcasting Network, 1050 AM, following broadcasts in 102.3 FM and 106.5 FM. We are serving over 5 million households in the Inland Empire, North County, San Diego, Orange County, and San Gabriel Valley. We are serving the world one household at a time. We are also in iHeart, Spotify, Tiki Live, Ustream, Apple, iTunes, and anywhere with your favorite podcast. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Up Connect, and Kim Yater Peak Performance Coaching.